Have you ever wondered what makes a horror movie truly scary? Is it the jump scares, the monsters, or the loud music? What if I told you the most effective horror doesn't need any of that? Today, we're diving deep into the art of psychological horror, and we're going to create a truly unsettling short film from scratch, right here, right now. I'll show you how to build bone-chilling tension using nothing but a camera, light, and the power of suggestion. We're talking about a style that gets under your skin and stays there, making you afraid of the silence and the empty spaces. We're setting our scene in an old, decaying house, specifically a long, narrow corridor. The walls are peeling, the floor is damp, and dust hangs in the air. This environment alone is a character, full of history and unspoken dread. To capture this, we'll use a handheld camera with a 35mm cinematic lens. These aren't mistakes. They're tools to make the footage feel raw and authentic, as if you're really there, cautiously exploring this forgotten place. Lighting is our next crucial element. We're not using warm, friendly lights. Instead, we're going for cold, industrial lighting that flickers irregularly. Imagine a single, failing bulb overhead, casting long, dancing shadows. This unstable light creates a sense of unease and unpredictability. And make dust particles visible, adding texture and a dreamlike, or rather, nightmarish quality to the atmosphere. Now, for the most important part, the rules of our horror. This is where we defy expectations. There will be no dialogue, no text on screen, and absolutely no music. The only sounds will be the subtle, ambient noises of the house. A low, distant wind, the faint hum of the room, and the quiet creak of floorboards. The terror is in what you asterisk, don't asterisk see. We start with an instant hook. From the very first frame, the viewer sees a chair in the corridor that's already moving slightly on its own. This immediately breaks the laws of reality and establishes a sense of being an unwelcome observer. There's no build-up. The tension is immediate. From there, the camera, our virtual eyes, begins to move slowly forward down the corridor. As we advance, a hanging curtain by a window shifts gently, but there's no wind to explain it. Dust motes in the air seem to float and swirl in an unnatural pattern, almost as if they're being disturbed by something invisible passing through them. The single light source begins to flicker more erratically, plunging the corridor into moments of near dark. At the far end of the hall, a closed door creaks open just a few centimeters, completely silently, and then stops. The lack of sound is more terrifying than a loud creak would be. It's deliberate. It's an invitation. It's also a trap. The viewer is now completely invested, their mind racing to fill in the blanks. Who, or what, opened that door? And for just a split second, reflected in the cracked glass, a vague, distorted, human-like silhouette appears behind the camera's position. It's blurry, unclear, almost a trick of the light and broken glass. Before the brain can fully process what it saw, it's gone. This is the core of our horror. We haven't shown a monster. We've shown the asterisk idea asterisk of a monster, planted directly in the viewer's mind. The threat isn't in the hallway anymore. It's right behind them. The viewer's heart is pounding. What'll be there? The camera completes its turn to reveal nothing. The single light bulb buzzes one last time and shuts off completely, plunging the scene into absolute blackness and silence. Then, a sudden cut. The video ends. The viewer is left in the dark, their imagination running wild, with the final, terrifying image being the one they create themselves. This structure is a masterclass in tension and release, but the release only creates more tension. By refusing to provide answers, we force the audience to confront their own fears. The sound design is the invisible glue holding all of this together. The low hum and distant wind create a baseline of unease, while the subtle creaks react to the camera's movement, making the space feel alive. The most powerful tool, however, is the intentional silence right before the final cut to black. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated suspense that makes the final darkness all the more impactful. So, why does this work so well? It hijacks the brain's natural tendency to find patterns and explanations. When confronted with impossible events, a moving chair, a silent door, and denied a clear cause, our minds invent one, often far more terrifying than anything a filmmaker could explicitly show. The vague silhouette in the mirror isn't scary because of what it is, but because of what it could be. It's a canvas onto which we project our deepest fears. This approach, focusing on atmosphere, suggestion, and psychological triggers, is not only effective but also incredibly accessible. So the next time you think about making something scary, remember this experiment. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the art of psychological horror. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on filmmaking and storytelling.